Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a morning skincare routine after a while. It seems like a while since I filmed a morning skincare routine video. We're gonna do the nighttime skincare version later too, like in this video itself. So it's a morning and nighttime skincare routine video. But my face is parched, so we need to start like quickly putting on skincare. The serum I'm using is the Plum 5% Niacinamide face serum. This is one that I've used in the past and I know I really like. It was just a matter of time, like I wanted to get it back into my skincare, and then you guys actually chose this for my like subscribers pick, I mean Instagram followers pick my skincare and like what skincare products I use. So you guys chose this as my serum, which I'm very grateful because that kind of helped me bring this back. Like mostly I feel like you guys always choose like new products, but this time you chose something that's not typically like new to me or even new in the market, so that was very interesting. I also like how this is very easy to like mix with any moisturizer, and it doesn't interfere as much. It will definitely interfere with certain very specific textures, but otherwise it doesn't interfere at all. So that's our serum. Now for moisturizer, I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling a little bit as to what to pick and choose because most of the moisturizers that I had were like new ones, and I've been using new moisturizers not just in my day routine but also my night routine, and my skin, I feel like I overdid it, went a little crazy, which has caused these breakouts, and this is pretty decent. Like I feel like it's been subsiding. A few days ago this was crazy. There are a few on this cheek also, but I feel like this cheek is like angry at me. So I mean, even though you picked a different moisturizer for my subscribers, picked my skincare, I could not continue to use that because I just felt like, you know, I'm lost. Like, is this breaking me out? Is it not breaking me out? Like, what's happening? And then it was just not working out in my routine. So I will of course test it out and give you a review, not just yet. So because I didn't know what moisturizer to choose, I decided to go with something that I've owned for a while. I know how it works, and I also thought it would help with the breakout situation. It is the let me show you. This is the Dot & Key Watermelon Superglow Matte Moisturizer. I've owned this for a while, but I never like used it dedicatedly in my skincare routine. I used it a few times, got to know the texture. It's got this gel consistency, but it's not like a runny gel. It's more like a thick silicone gel, and this is one that I try my best not to like overuse at all, because it literally has that like primer, like, you know, feel and finish. So if you use too much, it is going to probably pill. It's never pilled on me because I feel like I use it in a certain way where it doesn't pill. But yeah, this is probably the only moisturizer that is not you know, aggravating my skin further at this point. And aggravating in the sense, I'm not saying other moisturizers are aggravating my skin, but the fact is that because they're new, I don't even know if, you know, it is aggravating or not. And this one also has a little bit of glycolic acid, just a little bit. It's not something that you need to be concerned with, but it's something that you just need to know. And you need to make sure that when you're using this, I mean, I feel like you should always make sure you're wearing sunscreen, but specifically, like extra specifically with this one, because it has glycolic acid, please use sunscreen with this regardless if you're using it in the daytime. If you're using it in the night time, then you should probably use sunscreen the next day. But yeah, this is what I've been using. It's been working really well, and can you see how beautifully it gives you that matte finish on the skin? I feel like this is also like a great makeup base. In fact, even if you're doing like evening makeup, I would say I would use this as a base and then put makeup on top. And it's just a really nice canvas, and the way it makes your skin look amazing, really good. But then also keep in mind the sunscreen that you put on top is going to affect how your skin looks overall. And also I feel like along with this specific consistency, you have to be extra particular about what sunscreen you're using, because not every sunscreen is going to sit on top nicely. For example, the Foxtale matte sunscreen, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's called the matte sunscreen, or the mattifying sunscreen, the cover up mattifying sunscreen that comes in the light yellow packaging. That one actually pilled on top of this, and it didn't pill anywhere on my face, it pilled on my neck. So that sunscreen I would never wear with this moisturizer. The one that has actually been working very well with this moisturizer, and even though you have to apply it a certain way, and I'll show you how I apply it, is the Dermaco 2% Hydrating Hydrating Sunscreen. Now this one, there is a slight learning curve and there's a certain way that you apply it, but it works. Is this already getting over? I can't believe that. I hope that the sunscreen is not getting over, but looks like it's on its last leg. Okay, I took 2-finger lens. This is how much I use. You can say this is too little, you can say it's too much. I just use this much sunscreen for my face and my neck, and I think it's perfect for me. Okay, so don't come at me. And what I do is I apply this like I would be applying a face mask essentially. I was watching a video from Lab Muffin Beauty Science, and she was talking about how you know, if you rub your sunscreen too much all over your face, it is going to just come off, and that will then ensure you don't get the SPF that you should be getting. So yeah, in case you're wondering why I like stopped talking aisa beech mein, that is because I'm filming my phone and I was getting some texts, so I just got distracted. Even though I look crazy right now with the sunscreen, at the end of this video, I'm gonna look perfectly fine. I can promise you that. So what I do is, once I have applied that sunscreen like a mask all over, I just press it into the skin. जब आटा गूंदने के टाइम पे उसको ऐसे पुश करते हैं ना, I mean, I know that's a very weird analogy, but it is basically what I'm doing. And she mentioned a very nice thing in her video. By the way, I'm talking about Instagram, so in case you want to go and check out what I'm talking about, you can do that. But yeah, it was a reel, I guess, in which she was speaking about this, and she was saying that a lot of times sunscreens just take a while to like get absorbed and blend into the skin. It doesn't mean that you need to furiously rub it everywhere. Yeah, I guess that's it. The sunscreen is completely blended. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since the previous clip. I want to say more than a couple of days. It might have been a few weeks. I wanted to actually do my nighttime skincare routine in demo style basically, but whenever I sit down to film that, It's obviously at night and it's pretty dark, which is why I don't like the way the overall video looks because of how dull it is. There's not enough light, etc. So I decided, you know what, I'll just do this in a more sit down format till I can figure out, maybe a better lighting situation, get some artificial lights or something. So yes, this is gonna be the nighttime skincare routine portion of this video, and I'm going to share with you some of the products I've been using pretty regularly in my nighttime skincare routine. So let's dive right into that. Now the first thing which I actually just used up yesterday, this is it's the Isntree AHA Essence Cup bottle, but the product I was actually using was the ordinary glycolic acid toning solution. Now I spoke about this in a different MT's video also, where I showed you the ordinary glycolic acid solution bottle, and I told you how bad the component of that one is, because I notice whenever I'm using directly from the bottle, it causes a lot of leakage. So I actually transferred the ordinary toning solution into this, and that's how I was using it. So this is like a spray. I will just spray a little bit on a cotton pad and wipe it all across my face. That's the first thing I do after cleansing. Now of course, if I'm wearing makeup on a certain day, I'll use a makeup remover. The one I'm using pretty regularly these days is the Plum cleansing balm, which I'm back onto, and I've already used up like one whole Plum cleansing balm. And I also recently, spoiler alert, got some new double cleanse products to use. So I'm excited to share some new options, but I've gone back to my reliable Plum cleansing balm. And then the second cleanse that I use is the same one that I use in the morning, just any face wash that is around. And I also want to let you know that the Foxtale, I think it's called their dual cleanser, the one that claims to also remove makeup really well. I did have a sachet of that one that I got in Foxtale order probably, and I have been using that because actually my mom suggested me to use it. She used it a couple of times and she doesn't even wear that much makeup or anything, but she really liked it, and she told me to try it out as well. So I'm like, okay fine, we have these sachets, so why not let me try it out. And it actually removed my makeup pretty damn well. So I'm excited to get a full size of that one and use that and see how it works on a regular basis as a double cleanse product, because it's like a one step. You won't have to use a separate makeup remover and a separate face wash. You can just use one product and it will do both for you. So I'm definitely trying and testing out a lot of new makeup remover kind of products. So let me know if you're interested in me doing a dedicated video on that and sharing like different options that I'm trying out and reviewing them for you guys. But yeah, that's my makeup removal routine, which I'm not again talking much about. But once that is done, then I use this, and after I use this, I use a retinol. Now I have spoken quite a few times about using AHA and retinol together, and it has truly given me some of the best results. It's not something that I do consistently, but I go through phases of doing it and then maybe stopping. Specifically when I'm rotating with new products, I feel like it can definitely push my skin over the edge to use something new. And when I use an AHA and retinol together, it can be a little bit harsh on my skin, I'm not gonna lie, but people tell me I'm gonna burn my face off and do this and that and all that stuff. No, that definitely is not happening. And you can see my skin right now. It is so, of course I'm wearing makeup right now, but even if I'm not wearing any makeup, like when I do my skincare videos, you see my real skin. There is no filter on my phone that I'm using. I'm not even using a professional camera that's gonna like blur out your skin. I'm literally using my phone to film this, and there is absolutely no filter on it. So you can see like right now my skin has no pimples, no breakouts, no nothing. I went through a brief phase with breakouts because of some other products I was using, but I think I figured out what was breaking my skin out, and that was probably the Deconstruct Retinol Night Cream, because even a couple of days back I started using that back again and I instantly got bumps on my forehead. So I don't think I will be using that product anymore. I'm 99.9% sure that that was the reason why my skin was just not doing well, paired with other things. But I can assure you and tell you that using an AHA along with a retinol was not the reason for it. And currently the retinol that I've been using is the Thrive Youth Retinol, Youth Renewal Pro Retinal Serum. Now this is definitely a pricey retinol and I would not suggest you to get this. I'm just going to be honest and tell you that this is the one that I was using. But once I use up all my stash of the Thrive Retinal serums, I will be going back to my Foxtale Vitality Retinol Serum. That is a really nice, really affordable one, and Foxtale is always on offers, so you can actually get that serum at a very, very, very good price. And that is one that is loved in this household. I love it, my mom loves it, and I would highly, highly recommend it. I have quite a few backups also of that product, which I recently bought for both of us again. So yes, I would recommend that. And as for this AHA serum, the ordinary one basically, which I used up, I actually don't have any more AHA toners. Did I call this an AHA serum? I meant AHA toner. I don't have any more AHA toners in my skincare stash at the moment, which is great because I was actually planning on buying the minimalist one pretty soon. But before I buy that, I do want to use this one. This is the Earth Rhythm Resurface Face Concentrate. This one has 10% fruit acids, 5% glycolic acid, and 2% salicylic acid. So I will be incorporating this in my routine, and when I incorporate it, I will be using it along with my moisturizer. I will not be using a retinol during that time, because whenever I introduce a new product into my skincare routine, I take a back seat because I do care about my skin as well. I don't want to burn my face off. So yeah, I will be doing that starting, I believe, tonight, or maybe I'll give my face like a one-day break, and maybe I'll start from tomorrow. Either or, it depends. But yeah, that's what I plan to do. And then eventually I plan to either try out the minimalist glycolic acid exfoliating liquid, whatever, like AHA toner that they have, or I will go back to repurchasing my Pixie toner or the CosRX one. So let me know if you want to see a minimalist exfoliating liquid review, if you do want to still see a review on that, because I know that's not a new product anymore, it's been out for a long time. So I will probably get that, to be honest, just to try it out and see, or I will just go back to my trusty old favorites, either or. But that's like basically been what I've been doing when it comes to my actives. Now once I do the actives, of course we have to seal it in with a moisturizer, and the moisturizer I've been using is again like a moisturizer sandwich or a moisturizer mixture or something like that. So I've been using the Foxtale Ceramide Supercream Hydrating Moisturizer. Now this one I spoke about, and I spoke about how intense the fragrance on this one is. It is an intense perfume in a bottle kind of a fragrance. So I feel like I cannot use too much of this product, because I literally feel like I'm going to smell my face the entire night, and that is why I don't feel like using too much product in one go. So what I do is I just take like one and a half pump, just a little bit of this, and of course using that much moisturizer for my entire face is not going to be enough, especially when I'm using a retinol and AHA and everything. I need to really moisturize my face at night. So what I do is I mix this Foxtale moisturizer with this Foxtale moisturizer. This is the Comfort Zone Rich Moisture Cream, which is a more hydrating moisturizer. I've spoken about this and how this is like meant for super duper dry skin, or typically I would use something like this in the winter time. But right now, because I'm using just a little bit of this, and then my skin still needs enough moisture, so I mix it with a little bit of this. And I mean, typically I don't like mixing skincare products together, especially like, it's not about layering, it's literally about like mixing them together. And a lot of people say that you should not do that, but I have done that in the past, and I'm continuing to do it now also. And it's just something that I don't have any other option. I don't want to declutter this. It is too perfumed, so I cannot use it on its own. So it's just one of those banpuri wala situations that I'm in. But you know, the reason for me to explain this so much is I'm not encouraging anyone else to buy 2 moisturizers just to mix it. I'm just telling you what jugaad I am doing right now, and if you want to do it at your own risk, do it. If you don't want to do it, I mean, it's not necessary that you have to actually buy these 2 and mix them. Even if you have any other moisturizer in your skincare routine and you hate how intense the fragrance of it is, which is why you don't want to use too much, then maybe just take a little bit, apply that on your face just because वो ख़त्म करने के लिए तुम ख़त्म कर रहे हो, and then pair it with another moisturizer that is probably better, that's not fragranced, that is maybe a little bit more richer and thicker. Again, like, everyone has different skin, you guys. I'm just telling you what I'm sitting here and doing, and I mean, my skin has been the best it's ever been, probably from the dawn of time. So I mean, touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. So yeah, I mean, this is what is working for me, this is what I'm doing, and I wanted to sit here and share it with you guys. And I will do an updated video probably once I start using this, and I will let you know if I use it on its own and if it's super intense, or if I notice that it's not that intense and I can use it with my retinol, then I will probably pair them together and use that. And then once I finish these two up, hopefully soon, especially this purple one, I want to finish ASAP. So once I finish this and I incorporate a new nighttime moisturizer in my skincare routine, I will let you know what that is. So let me know if you want me to continue to do these videos and kind of share with you like an inside scoop of what I use on a day-to-day basis. I know I used to do these videos all the time back in the day, but now I don't do it as much anymore, because sometimes I feel like certain things that I might do, people might not like, and then they will just you know, leave mean comments about it. So yeah, I don't want to encourage any of that stuff, which is why I just try to avoid it. But then I know that there are other people out there who are so sweet and genuine and who leave the nicest comments and who would love to get an inside scoop on what I'm doing and what I'm using, etc. So yeah, this is for those of you who are the sweetest, kindest, most loving souls, and not for the trolls and the haters and the people who leave the negative comments. So yeah, this video is for you. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and let me know if you would like to see like these updated skincare routine videos, because I do constantly put new products into my skincare routine once I use up stuff that I was using earlier. So if you want to continue to see such videos, please let me know in the comment section down below. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so freaking much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.